the latte makeup look that everyone is talking about. I'm going to go over today an easy tutorial, whether you are on the younger side or the more regal side, or just don't even know what a latte makeup look is. I've got you guys covered. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the Chanel No.1 Skin Enhancer. I'm loving this. It's lightweight. It is meant to help with dullness. So the color isn't going to be like a normal flesh tone. It's meant to actually brighten the skin. There are several colors, whether you're light, medium to deep. And I'm going to go ahead today and use this one that has a bit of pink in it. It's like a pink peach color. I love this under around the eye area, just all over the whole face, but under around the eyes just looks so good to help counteract those cool colors of purples and blues that kind of create a gray cast. And you'll see right away how much brighter that looks. Let's go in now with the Beige Water Fresh Blush. This is in the color Intense Coral. I'm just gonna do a pump here. And I love this whole Beige line. It's light in texture, beautiful kind of editorial finish, light catching, very light. Has a nice cooling effect too, because it's suspended in this gel kind of texture. And then the color pigments are in these little droplets and they burst onto the skin. It just creates a really lovely finish. I call it the Yoga Glow / Sheen. I'm just putting this on the outer edge of the face here, letting it wrap around just a bit onto the apple of the cheek because I like to gradate the color a little bit towards the center of the face to create a freshness. I'm working up. Soften that hard line. Now, if it's looking a little bright, that's okay because we're going over with foundation, so that will tone down the brightness of the coral. All right, going in with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the color Vienna. This is one of my top 5 favorite foundations because it creates the most flawless, almost Photoshop-like texture on the skin. I've never seen anything like it. It truly stands out. The only other one that's really wowed me as far as innovative formula is the House Labs. That's a beautiful formulated foundation as well. You can shear it down or build it up, but what's beautiful about this is that it lasts a really long time and it creates a bit of a sheen, doesn't move at all. So for those of you in humid areas or who sweat a lot, you'll love this. It really holds on to the skin beautifully. So what I'm gonna do is just go around the center of the face here, a little on the outer edges. Take my sponge, and I like to take whatever's left over and stamp it into the sponge. It creates a nice buffing technique. And then I just stamp. As you can see, I'm working up at an angle from the temple on top of that cheekbone. That creates a nice natural highlight. As you can see, I'm just working in little patting motions. Whatever's left over, I am going on top of that blush. Kick the color back a little bit, but I'm waiting till the end because I don't want to put foundation that I just placed onto the sponge directly onto that area because I don't want it to go away. I just want it to be subtle. So whatever's left at the very end, I go and lightly stamp onto that area. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever HD Skin. This, you guys, is a life-changing palette for me. Not just for myself, but for my kids. This does absolutely everything that I need besides bringing like the bright colors of lipsticks and shadows, but I can contour, highlight, foundation, conceal. This is just incredible. If you guys haven't tried this palette yet, do yourselves a favor. It is so good. It lasts such a long time. They're just fantastic. And the formula is beautiful. All right, that said, let's grab a brush and we're gonna pick this color here, which is the contour color because it has a little gray in it, so it's a cool color. And then we're gonna add a little bit of warmth, which is this bronze color. You can also go down here if you'd like as well. This is more my skin tone range, but if you're medium to deep skin tone, you'll go right over here. And we are going to place this very strategically in 3 areas. We're gonna go here at an angle, so not at the temple, not on the forehead, right where it bends around the forehead. We're going to go here, of course, to chisel those cheekbones, and we're going to go under the lip. The placement keeps everything pulled back while keeping the center nice and bright. We're not adding any of these colors to the center of the face like we normally do, which is around the nose or the eyes. Because we're keeping the center of the face bright, it helps to pull our features forward, and it keeps everything very luminous. So from there, we're going to go ahead and blend in. Now I'm going to grab a different brush here for my blending. And I am using the KJH Spectrum brushes. These brushes, besides the Spectrum Sculpt set, are fantastic. They have been my go-to. Using them in my kit, and I bought backups for myself. And I hardly ever do that because I'm always on the lookout for the latest and greatest, but these are so good. And the shapes of the brushes are so well thought out. It's just a beautifully curated collection, the KJH as well as the Sculpt, both by Spectrum. And that has a lot to do with they are made by makeup artists, and makeup artists just understand the tools that they need to create a beautiful face. So I highly recommend checking them out, and they usually go on sale. All right, so do you see how the center of my face here is nice and bright, where these areas are just nice and lifted? It helps to kind of pull those features back into space. And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Remember that dark colors recede, they pull back into space, and bright colors pull forward. Let's go ahead and set that bronze contour that we just put down. Using a nice fluffy brush, once again by KJH, just adding a little bit here. Go up and out. Now this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This is in the color medium. This is one of the best bronzers, you guys. It is such a perfect, warm suntan look. The only other one I like as much is the Victoria Beckham, where there's two sides so that you can wear one for winter and fall and summer and spring, or mix them together when you're transitioning between your lighter skin tone and your more suntan or deeper skin tones. By not putting any bronzer here, which we normally do, we'll do like a C shape, or we'll do this kind of V shape. By keeping this all opened, that creates a lifted look as well, because by proximity of color, these two deeper shades are blocking out the bright or highlighted area, because we don't have anything there that is a deep dark color. It creates a really nice contrast. Now, if you have a longer forehead, such as myself, feel free to go in and add a little bit to around the hairline. For those of you who have lighter hair color, blonde or white hair, you just don't want to work up into the hair. Go right below. Hopefully you can see where my brush is here. And just do a soft rainbow shape. Once you've done the rainbow shape and you feel like you could still see a difference between your skin tone and the bronzer, turn the brush over to the clean side and then lightly work up. What will happen when you do this is it will blend a little bit of the product that's already placed on the skin up into that area without adding more product. Makeup Forever Up and Down Tan. It's a go-to. I've talked about it a lot. Also, Wherever Walnut and Anywhere Caffeine. Those three lip pencils will do everything for you guys. Makeup artists always rave about the Makeup Forever artist pencils because they're just that good. All right, let's go ahead and feather this on. So now I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder. This is the Pure Color MB in 862 Untamable. I like to start in the center. And why, you might ask? Because it's a cream lipstick. And so when I'm thinking about makeup, I think about texture. And so that creamy color creates a fullness because it has a sheen to it. So it'll create a nice light reflective quality, believe it or not. Because light catches anything that has kind of a creaminess to it or a dewiness. Now, if you want to create an even fuller lip look, I go in with my Chanel Balm Essentials. Now, this is a product that I talk about all the time. I'm sure most of you who watch my channel already have several of these, but this you can use absolutely everywhere. I use it on my brows, which I'll do in a minute to gloss them. I use it on my high points of my face. I use it to prep my makeup. I use it on legs. I use it on chest, arms, but I love to use it on my lips. And today I'm going to use the color Drag, which is so perfect with this color combination. You'll see right away how much light and how beautiful this is. These have a very subtle, finely milled shimmer. So it's great for my clients who are in their regal years. or what I like to call the queens out there who have earned their title. And I put this all over the lips. I'll put it on the cheeks. It's just so gorgeous. Now, Latte makeup is known for being a bit matte, but I like to break rules, and I especially like to break rules when it comes to anyone who's over the age of 40, because we need a little more hydration as we age. Not all of us. Some of us still have nice oily skin, which is great to help preserve the nature of the skin, but I find most of my clients as they age start to get more dry. Take a look at that. Now tell me you don't see an enormous difference between my small little lips that I first started out with to this. I'm telling you, these 3 products, the pencil, the lipstick, and this balm, you'll get so many compliments. Now, a little makeup artist tip, you can take a little bit of that balm and lightly tap on the brow to create a nice glossy finish. I'm gonna go in on this side with a little bit of that balm, just where we kept this area with no contour or bronzer, just to show you how it creates a nice lift. And on this side, I'm going to put a powder on to show you what it looks like as a matte finish. So I'm going to grab my sponge here, and just a tip, one side is a velvet texture, the other side is a spongy texture. The velvet side is great for setting your powder or creating a natural look, where this is the foundation side, because this can be used as a foundation. So using the velvet side, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this across the face. This is a technique I would use if you are somebody who's oily, or if you're somebody who's in a hotter climate and you find that you're a little more sweaty, or you just sweat naturally. So here we have the side with no powder, some light reflecting emollient Balm Essential by Chanel, and then the matte side. Up to you, but either way, this was a really easy look to do. I hope you guys feel the same. I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to reach out if you guys have any questions. All right, everyone, we had our latte moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys want to support the content, it's so incredibly easy to do. You can go ahead and use the affiliate links down below for anything that I talked about today. You shop, I get a small commission. It helps me to continue to do this channel. And if you don't want to buy a thing and you still want to support, if you go to the top where you see the heart, there's a donate button where you can donate any amount you'd like. And don't forget to go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that thumbs up. That helps me push through the algorithm. And then lastly, if you want to go ahead and head to TikTok or to Instagram to see the latest and greatest, and I show you guys sneak tips and techniques, you can go there as well. Or you can head to Voyage.com to book a one-on-one with me. All right, everyone, as always, continue to take care of you, continue to take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.